people sat on a table in Berlin and decided this is mine, this is yours, this is mine, this is yours. And if you think that that thing ended in 1964 when we got independence, let me stop condescending. I know you know that it did not end when we got independence. The Berlin people, let me refer to them. The Berlin people, that is what we will be calling them on this stream. But here's what I was saying. I'm talking particularly to people like me who live in parts of the world that have been set apart. Especially people sat on a table in Berlin and decided this is mine, this is yours, this is mine, this is yours. And if you think that that thing ended in 1964 when we got independence, let me stop condescending. I know you know that it did not end when we got independence. So, the system is rigged against you and me so that those who eat can continue to eat nonetheless. And what I'm saying is, these figures that are being paid here, and for the record, I am not saying that Static Media and Valnet are those people who eat. No, not at all. Not at all. That is a completely different thing. But the system is set up so that me and you, who exist in the third world, the so-called third world, because that's their language, the Berlin people, let me refer to them. The Berlin people, that is what we will be calling them on this stream and its streams, the platforms that stream from this stream. We will be calling them the Berlin people. The Berlin people are intentioned to keep us down, to keep us suffering, to keep us distracted, to keep us grieving and crying and stressed all the time, so that they can keep eating what is ours, what was given to us by God and left to us by our fathers and our mothers. These Berlin people, they have something they do where they now come and they pinpoint and pick out gatekeepers of our wealth that is now their wealth. These gatekeepers are what we call politicians. And I've been following Wandia now for some time, and I feel like she opened something in my mind, and the world made sense. Not in a positive way, not like, oh, I'm at peace with the world. I was like, okay, now I understand. One thing I would grapple with often is, why are African politicians so seemingly evil? So evil, extremely evil, pure evil. What was the name of that? Extremely wicked. Shockingly evil. If there was a movie title that could describe an African politician, extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile, I would grapple, I would struggle to understand why are you so extreme? Till I realized, they are just puppets. They are just puppets. And yes, we have a big war against them, but our biggest war is against the Berlin people. Now, I'm trying to find my way back to the stories of work. Berlin people want to put you down. Opportunities like this, if you go to Reddit, why don't we do that? Now that we are on that, trajectory. This is what people have to say on Reddit about Valnet. Opinions on Valnet. I've begun writing for one of Valnet's websites and want to know what their reputation is in the industry. I'm currently working as a teacher and have been for the last 6 years, but eagerly trying to switch careers to pursue writing as a full-time opportunity. This is my first-time gig. I want to do a good job. Also don't want to be naive and go in blind. Thoughts on Valnet? See what people are saying. Past posts. This one compiled them. Valnet threatening to sue a blogger. And here I am doing a whole... But listen, I feel like I have been quite balanced. If anything, I have been quite positive. Because I feel like a lot of the negativity towards this type of blogs is just because you come into it expecting something it's not. If you accept what it is in the beginning, it works. Especially for my brothers and sisters in the so-called third world. I don't know, we will find a nice name to refer to ourselves that is not defined by the Berlin people. They're threatening to sue. I don't care, man. Those of you who fell victim to Valnet, what are you doing now? Why are people talking as though it's not a scam? It's not a scam. It's not ideal. But if you know how to navigate it, it works. It works. Maybe I shouldn't be showing you these things. I came here to encourage people. Encouragement, positive vibes. The point I was trying to get to is, regardless of the fact that it's not very ideal, and most people in the so-called first world will not take jobs like this. Freelancers like you and me in the first world will not take these jobs because they just don't make them. The standard of living is very high. So if you're paying them 28 USD, bro, 28 USD for me is this. That's 28 USD. 28 USD is just about 3 weeks of my internet. 28 USD is 28 USD is just about 28 kgs of okay, probably not. What am I saying? Forget that. It's now 2 a.m. That's gonna be my excuse for the rest of the stream. If you're in the first world and you get paid 28 USD for 1200 words, I doubt you do very much with that. I doubt you make. But for us who are downtrodden and heavy laden, nah, man, we are fine. We are just fine. We just need to get rid of one, the gatekeepers. We need to get rid of this clique of politicians. These ones who are the guardrails. This country is not poor. We are not a poor country. None of us is supposed to be struggling. People have been saying on social media, people have been saying a lot. It's gonna take so long to come back. from whatever this government is doing. True, some things we can't come back from. Some things will be difficult to reverse. Some things will be impossible. But as an overarching perspective, I would argue different. Burkina Faso has proven twice now, once under Sankara, now under Traore, that all you need is to decide. Just like anything in life, just like any decision, you've been doing drugs. You just need to decide. I decide now, okay. What I mean is, once you decide and begin the path, I don't mean it's easy to decide. Once you decide this is the path and you start moving in that direction, you start to find things fall into place. I think so. That's my opinion. Why do I say that as far as the countries are concerned? The money that is stolen from us, some of it is difficult to recover. Most of it is not, in my opinion. That's what you spend your time recovering the money. Anyway, layman's argument, but I don't think it's impossible to come back. How did I get to talking about those guys? But we need to get rid, yes, so we need to get rid of those guys, the politicians, who are the guardrails for the Berlin people. Then we take back our country. By taking back our country, we automatically get rid of the Berlin people. We don't need to concern ourselves. They will talk, sanctions. Who cares? Who cares? They owe us. We don't owe them. And the day we wake up to that fact, things will change. Until then, on an individual level, there are ladders you have to climb, my brother. My sister. I really need to find that tweet from Wandia, because now I really have gone in that trajectory. I'm going to look for it and I'm going to find it. In fact, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute to look for it properly, because she articulates these things that I'm trying to say with a lot more finesse, with a lot more. She's good. What can I say? She's a teacher. She's good. Where was this? When was this? Oh yeah. And just like that, the gospel, according to Andy and Joya, do not stop being creative. The Berlin people want to ensure that African youth don't rise. And it's going to be difficult to create when you're tired and you're grieving. She posted this in June when they were killing us in the streets when we were protesting. So she was saying, even when you're tired and grieving, do not stop creating. Do not give up trying to imagine new economies, new realities, because that's what is being fought. They want to keep you in a box that tells you this is what life is. You're supposed to wake up, you do this. You grow up, you do this. You marry, you do this. You go to school, you do this. They want to keep you in a box. And it is when I saw it, and one day, if I am wrong, if I am quoting you wrong, if I am saying the wrong things, please come and correct me very quickly. But I feel like I see it. It is complicated, but it is also so simple. The end goal is so simple. All those things. The goal of all these things, to tire us, to grieve us, is so that they can keep eating. Why? Because if we start imagining new economies, I was watching a TikTok today. China will amaze us. How often have you seen that TikTok? China will amaze us, and it's just a thing. What this one was actually, it was like It was like a crock like this. Oh my God, this crock is so dirty. It was a shoe. It was a crock that is like convertible, so you can remove a part of the crock. Tea is not drinkable anymore. So, and then it becomes like a slipper, what Americans call flip-flops, and you're left with the main shoe on the side as well. China is full of those things. They are always, here's a problem. Oh, let's figure out a solution. That is what I was saying. I wish that was what life was. We wake up and I don't have to think about, food. I am thinking about solutions. And it can be solutions for the grandest problem in the world. It can be solutions for the smallest thing in whoever's mind. But I wish that was the world in which we lived in. So keep remembering, imperialism doesn't want you to be hard on the rest of the continent. So Kenyans, so learn about them. Learn about the imperialists. So that's something we are going to be doing on this stream, by the way. We're going to be doing a lot of learning. We're going to be doing a book club. We're going to be doing, I'm not going to go into that, but there are many ideas that I have. But we're going to do it right here on this stream, so that we learn, okay? So learn about them. Stop calling presidents in other countries names. Make linkages and learn about other African countries. The principle here is, yes, exposure. Okay, I feel like now we are going quite far away. The most important part I wanted to share is this. Do not stop being creative. Now, what I'm sharing here, granted, is not very, very creative. It's not creative in the sense that you're not creating anything new, other than the articles, which by definition, content mills, they are repetitive. So it's not very, you're not creating anything new here. The argument I am making is, on the path towards that, this that I am doing here, for me, that qualifies as what she is describing when she's saying, imagine new realities, imagine new economies. It counts. This counts. So these jobs for you and me in the so-called third world are not that at all. But they can be useful ladders to help us climb towards there. I'm a living example, because this, whatever little things I have here and there that enable me to sit down and do this stream, I have gotten them by climbing that ladder and using those jobs that I have found that are not very dignifying. They don't make you feel like, oh, I am very valued. But they pay you. And we need that. We are at a place where we have been starved of work. And that's what I'm saying, it's deliberate. You think, and listen, I'm not excusing bad behavior. I'm not excusing poor life choices. All those things exist. But if you think that it's just random, that people are unemployed, idle, criminals, let's not talk about criminals because I don't want to defend them so much. It's manufactured, it's deliberate, so that the Berlin people can keep eating what is yours and what is mine. So we need to climb that ladder. So if you can get 28 USD, if you do that, let me say that's 3,500 Kenya shillings. So if you do 10 of those in a month, that's 35,000 net. Is gonna come for it one way or another somehow. But you can do it, you can do that. And I'm sure not many jobs in Nairobi are paying 280 USD per month. So I'm not pushing us here to say this is our destiny. I'm just saying we can go somewhere. We can start here and we can get to that place where we now imagine our own economies. I have a friend of mine who is a teacher. He's also an actor, many other things. But I saw him posting. He put on his status a poster about tutoring not opportunities. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. Chat, it's 3 a.m. It's 2 a.m. So he's looking for tutoring opportunities. So he's created a poster, he's put it on his status. And again, that's not like very creative, it's not very novel, it's not something that he's the first person doing. But for me, I feel like it's kind of speaks to what Wandia is leading towards. It's like breaking from that mold of feeling like I have to go to university. Once I go to university, I have to get employed. If not employed, I have to start a business that looks like this. Just reimagine the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, because I don't know if that will work. But just don't put yourself in a box. Don't allow yourself to be put in a box. Dream, man. Keep dreaming. I don't think I would live. Me, myself, I couldn't live if I couldn't dream. The day I am unable to dream, woe unto me. Woe unto me.